I know that was so bad.
Okay, quick
All right.
pumps number 3. We're back. We're gonna do a quick session, and what's today's topic? It's gonna be a rapid fire one, right?
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a quick 20 to 30 minute maybe ab circuit. I think let's do some abs.
Well, I set us up in the barbell so that we could do some deadlifts because you love deadlifts so much.
Just yeah, sure, that sounds good.
Yeah, and then abs.
Abs and deads, sure. Okay, so we're gonna do an agree or disagree today. So
Please
we'll
explain.
just
What does that mean?
we'll say a topic, obviously gym culture, maybe coaching or whatever it may be, like fitness related in the most part.
Okay.
And it'll be an agree or disagree. So we'll say
If
a
you
topic,
agree to it or you don't.
and then do you agree with it? Do you disagree? And then just maybe a quick brief why you agree or disagree. I feel like I've read a couple of these. A lot of is going to be similar, but there's a few that I think we might have differing opinions on.
Bro, we're pretty much mind melded at this point.
Yes. Fusion.
Our brain is one brain.
Yes.
We have half a brain, and it makes a full brain.
We have 2 whole brain cells. Okay, dude. So
You want to start it off then?
Yeah. What are we thinking for exercises before we get this ball rolling?
Well, you did say abs, right?
You want to start with leg raises
and deadlifts?
and deadlifts? Sure. Let's do that.
Sure, it's in frame.
Yeah. Well, we can just do the deadlifts here and then thing there.
Yeah,
You
we're
should be
good.
able to. Yeah, exactly. All right. So
Start
you
with
want
leg raises.
Why don't we do it? You go do your circuit. I'll ask the question. I'll give my answer, and then you can give your answer.
10 reps.
Yeah, 10. We're just getting a quick pump.
You know what? I'm gonna take my sweater off.
Yeah, show off the guns, boy. All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to start us off. So agree or disagree, this is going to be a couple training topics. Number 1, should you train to failure or you should train to failure regularly? So definitely, you should train to failure regularly. Agree or disagree?
1 sec, my mic's not on.
Oh, okay. All good. I'm going to start off by saying...
You sound like you're hosting Family Feud today, bro.
Yeah, it's a one man show today. You should train to failure regularly. Agree or disagree? I'm gonna go. It's a tough one.
What's regularly mean?
That is kind of what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna agree if we're basing it regularly as more often than not. You should train to failure. I will disagree if it's training to failure every single set on every single movement of every single day. I think that's overkill. It's very hard to recover.
Is that how we should be reading that, comprehending that sentence? I guess that's the only way to, right?
Yeah. So let's say...
So then I'm going to also disagree.
Yeah, okay. Let's almost split into 2. So we'll say, should you train to failure every single time? No.
Definitely not.
No.
But that's not to say that you shouldn't train to failure at all. If you mix in, for example, the place where I would say there's the most benefit is during your main core lifts.
Yeah.
For example, if we're gonna do our first set of our workout and focus on a heavy deadlift or a heavy squat, heavy bench, some heavy core lift.
Yep.
Getting to failure is gonna help you push past those limits, break those barriers, but you definitely need someone to spot you or be there for support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're deadlift, not so much, but for bench, for example, if you're unsure that you're gonna lift it up, man's gonna die under
Live by
the weight.
the bar, die by the bar. That's what
Literally.
I'm saying.
But it's also good to kind of change up your training, mix up your training. For example, let's say you're doing a superset. Let's say incline chest press on the machine, and you're doing pec deck. You're doing a chest day, and you're supersetting those 2 movements. It'd be cool to mix in a couple of those. That you're gonna fail, you're gonna work to failure. Kind of do an AMRAP, as many reps as possible, towards the end of your set or something like that. So it's just knowing when to actually put that in versus. That was a long-winded response.
Yeah, I was remember when I said a quick 1 or 2 points?
Okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just
It's
really,
quick pumps, bro.
I'm really talkative about it.
Yeah, no, because it's actually, that topic alone could be a whole episode. But same. I think definitely taking your
Do
last...
it strategically, not all the time.
Or taking your last set to failure.
Yeah.
When you're going to finish that movement or combo. But there's also the people who are it's not optimal to train to failure every time. you can't possibly recover. You know what I mean? I think those people just don't want to lift weights and train hard. So gauge it, but no, don't train to failure every time, but it should be a part of your normal training. If you want to progress, you're going to have to train to failure.
That's
and then
what
if you're
I
not
was
training
saying.
to failure, train close to failure, like within 2 to 3 reps.
Yeah, like you want to make your last 3, sometimes 4 reps like feel extremely challenging, right?
Yeah,
You
like
still do
they should slow down. There should be more effort on your part. Like if you do 12 reps and all 12 reps are the same effort and the same speed, it's kind
and
of
plateau fast.
Yeah, you're not going to make any gains.
I'm gonna hit this 2-plate deadlift over here.
I'll get the next one going here. So, next one.
Man, shit's light.
Yeah, we're doing deadlifts here. So, machines build as much muscle as free weights. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
for sure.
I think there's like a bit of a stigma that they're not as effective or they're
Why?
like easier. I don't know. I've heard that before. People are like, oh, you should be doing only dumbbells or free weights or whatever. But I think it's the same. Just as long as you're training hard, progressively overloading.
Machines are
Whether
way
you
safer.
Yeah, and there's actually benefits, right? Yeah, exactly. Like
You have way more long-term benefits to
Better
training
range-
with
you can-
machines.
have better and smoother range of motion as well.
And if you go to like one of those huge, like for example, Pure Muscle, if you're over here in the GTA, or like Alpha Lead or whatever,
Yeah.
those are the 2 coming to mind right now because obviously workout brain. But if you go to like one of those big gyms, like
Where they have like a
Dubai
machine.
or whatever, where there's like a machine to hit every single angle, like
Yes.
why don't you play around with the machines, bro? The only
Yeah.
difference with the free weights is that proprioception, more control. Like it's a
I think
bit
also
fighting gravity in a different way.
accessibility. Like
Accessibility.
more people can have a couple free weights at home
Yeah,
versus like not everybody maybe can either afford a gym membership or you know what I mean? Like
true.
it's just something you can do easily at home. I think they're both fine. Both are effective building muscle. There's no
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, just also depends on your goal, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Consistency matters more than genetics.
Oh fuck! I had to stop for that one.
Of course it does.
Agree.
I feel like this question is more so in terms of like an aesthetics point of view or something. Like
versus
consistency
performance?
mattering more than genetic. Actually, no, performance. Like some people just have a natural tendency to, be stronger than other people. Like that 16, 17-year-old who
Yeah.
has like a 600 deadlift.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Or
what the-
Eastern
what
Europeans.
the fuck? You're like, I've been training for 3 years. What the hell?
that's-
Where'd this guy come from?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So do you agree, disagree?
I agree.
That consistency matters more?
I think consistency matters way more. Yeah. 100%.
Well,
I mean,
yes.
having good genetics obviously freaking helps, but I think if you're more consistent, you have
Yeah.
good genetics, you might be able to get away with less consistency because you have good genetics.
Facts.
But
And that comes into dieting, into training.
yeah,
Just into everything.
yeah, 100%. All right, next one I got for you. Beginners should avoid barbells. Disagree.
Like you just started gymming.
I guess it depends on your definition of beginner.
I feel like if you're fresh, you're new, you
Yeah.
probably should start with machines just to be
Yeah.
safe. Because like you don't really understand how to do the movement.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I put people on barbells pretty early though.
Yeah, but not at the beginning.
You make a good point. All right, I retract my agreement.
That's funny.
I would say
Progressive overload is overrated.
what? No, disagree.
Overrated, bro. It's so overrated.
It's literally
you just
the-
gotta lift everything 8 reps,
That's-
heavy, the same weight. You never change it. You just lift it 8 reps, never change the weight. That's it.
That is literally the most important thing. Progressive overload. Like what?
That's the dumbest thing we've said
That's
so far.
that's a stupid one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't listen to that one, guys.
You're fucking stupid, bro.
Didn't we do like a whole episode earlier where we talked about progressive overload for like an hour?
Yeah, no, just fucking around.
Yeah.
Just
oh, okay.
joking.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Next one.
seriously think
No. I'm like, no way.
How about fat loss is 30% diet?
30%?
Yeah.
Strongly disagree. It's like 80%, bro. 90.
Maybe 90.
Who the hell 30%, eh?
I hit you with a curveball, bro.
Is that what the actual question was?
No,
Or
it
you-
was 90%.
Oh, okay. I was like, then I agree with that one, 100%.
How about weight loss does not equal fat loss?
Agree. Because you can lose muscle.
Whoa, there he said it. Those words that we don't want to hear.
Yeah, but I think because people obsess about, I want to lose weight, they're not considered about the quality of the weight that you're losing.
Facts.
So, yeah, I disagree with that for sure. You don't want to lose weight, you want to lose body fat. Which, I mean, you'll lose weight regardless if your fat mass is coming down.
You ever heard of someone that wants to put on body fat?
I've had clients in the past that are like extremely skinny, girls and guys, where
Really? You've had girl clients who are like, yo, I want to put on
I
some
had
fat.
this one I remember really early in my training career, probably like 10, 11 years ago, maybe more.
Really early in my training career.
Shut the fuck up. Sir. Shut up. Anyways, yeah, she was like really, really lean. She's like, I could never put on weight, and she wanted to like grow.
Just had like a super high metabolism.
Super high metabolism, and I was like, okay, we can put on weight. We're gonna put on fat. She's like, I need to put on weight. I don't care if it's muscle.
I want to put.
I don't care if it's fat.
Okay.
I think in extreme cases, like if extreme thinness, I guess, or someone's so lean, like they're gonna have to put on fat, like they're like dangerously low.
Like if you're anorexic or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Well, that's a totally different
completely different. Yeah, but that's more of like a
problem.
a condition. Than
condition.
yeah. All right.
I have a condition. It's called being
Old
too
school
fucking
training was
strong.
better.
Which one?
Old school
Facts.
training. That's straight facts.
Facts.
Agree.
Fuck all this science-based lifting shit.
Science-based, yeah.
I remember watching Arnold like going like this,
Yeah, just like or
like full range.
The
Like, what
row-
kind of lateral raise is this?
the row. Like
Looks like he's
do
gonna
you ever
take
see
off.
him do the T-bar rows where he's rounding his back like he's all the way down here?
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa,
You know,
he's fucking all the
that
way.
probably was good for his back health.
He was huge.
I started seeing people that are like focusing on doing some abnormal movements for their back health. They're like elevated and they're rounding their back like this, and they have like a kettlebell and they're like purposely lifting it
Rounding.
like this.
Yeah.
Which is what we've kind of been told not to do.
Yeah.
And now all this new training is coming out saying that it's
That's
good
okay.
for you.
Yeah. Remember that thing we said you shouldn't do for 40 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do it again.
Dude.
Yeah. It's like the knees over toes, where people are like,
Oh
you
my
can't
God,
have your
that's a
knees over your
perfect one.
toes. Even now, I still have clients that when I train them on squats, they're like, is it okay that my knees are going on my toes? I'm like, yes.
Bro, people's femurs are longer in
Yeah,
some
it's
bodies.
just, everyone's so like mechanically different, right? Yeah, that's a good one. 100% old school training was better. What the like, those are the good old days, bro. Pumping iron.
I love it. I love the feeling it gives me.
I love it. Gym etiquette is worse now than ever before. That's a tough one.
You mean in terms of like people supporting each other and shit?
No,
like that?
gym etiquette like cleaning your equipment, wiping your stuff down. Just like the things you do in the gym that are.
I feel like if you're going back to like the golden days, I feel like they didn't even do that shit.
Yeah, they left.
They
the
would even
sweat
like lick
on.
the barbell.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd be like, okay, you'll
I
sit.
don't think so. I disagree. I think depends where you go, but most places I've been to, everyone's pretty, for the most part, pretty.
Like sometimes I
respectful.
see people wiping shit down too much.
Except, and you know who you are, for the one dude who he can't squat 135 pounds, but let's take every 45 plate in the gym and put it on the leg press, and then just like press like 1/4 inch
Straight up
reps.
ego lifting.
Yeah, like 48, and then they leave all the plates on. There's always one person who does that. I agree with that statement for that person.
Okay. Yeah.
But
you
general
know,
public, I disagree. I think most people are pretty good in the gym nowadays.
I've done 4 sets. How many have you done?
2. Okay,
Bruh.
you start talking. I gotta fucking catch up.
Well, it's not my fault that you love talking so much.
I do. I love the sound of my own voice.
Is that why you watch back the videos like constantly every day?
Yeah, that's how so I can improve. It's called consistency.
Guy's
Victor.
in bed, like just listening to the fucking podcast,
I made it's
smiling on his
yeah.
face.
It's like that meme where Kanye's listening to his own music. He's like, "Yo, man, this is fucking sick." It's like me with the podcast. Yo,
I'm a genius.
Yeah, you should.
My
hear
name
these
is
guys.
Jesus. I'm not gonna rap right now, although I probably should. Okay, here's an interesting one. Tempo training, underrated.
Underrated?
I agree.
I agree as well.
100% underrated, bro. Not many people even know what tempo training is.
I was actually talking with one of my clients about this
Clearly, messing around with your eccentric, concentric parts of the motion. Yes, I do know what those words mean.
Eccentric and concentric. Shut up, nerd.
Stupid ass science, bro.
You're such a nerd.
Stop saying those complicated words. I thought you were just here to lift shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like not enough people know that obviously playing around with the time under tension, aka how much time your muscle is under that load or managing that load is gonna, tear the muscle in different ways. It's gonna increase your strength in different ways. Also, like you and I have both seen that it helps with your aesthetic from you in an aesthetic standpoint. Like
I mean,
you
your muscles under tension longer.
exactly.
It's going to be stimulated better. So
That was a way more simple way to say that.
with what I summarized. Muscle work hard, grow big.
Yes. Okay. Cardio is overprescribed.
Overprescribed.
Do your leg raises an answer? Do your leg raises
I'm
an
thinking.
answer?
I can't think and leg raise at the same time.
Sure you can.
All right, fine.
He's literally thinking in leg raise.
While doing the leg raise. Okay, you answer first. I'm gonna do my 10.
I tend to agree. I feel like everyone, and it's not to say that the clients will do it, but I feel like every trainer's like, you got to do your cardio. You got to do your cardio. So they're prescribing it, right? So it's like when they say overprescribed, does that mean like they're prescribing it too much?
Do you think that's
or it's
because
just like cardio is all the clients are like being told to do cardio by every single trainer,
or just by like all the outlets?
Yeah.
On the trainer side of things, I think trainers maybe overprescribe because they know their clients
Aren't gonna
probably
do it.
not going to do it,
Yeah,
not do all of it.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to eat clean or as clean as they want to.
Yeah, when that weekend hits, bro.
So it's more of like a safety net where the trainer's like, all right, if you're doing extra cardio, and I know you're going to cheat on your diet at some point, I know you're probably going to miss training days, at least if you hit 3 out of the 7 cardio days, that's kind of what I think. And for the general population, I agree that it is overprescribed.
But that's the thing. You just said 7 cardio days.
Yeah,
You
it's
mean
like
7 days available for cardio?
Nah, dude, it's cardio.
7 days of cardio? What
No,
the fuck?
no. I give my clients like 3 days maybe.
Yeah, so there you go. That's pretty normal. Like,
Yeah, 3 days.
you got to build those
3 days and just
sustainable
get
habits.
10,000 steps.
Yeah.
That's literally all I tell them to
Yeah.
do.
Yep. Ooh. Coaches matter more than programs.
Oh, shit. As an unbiased coach, I agree. You need the coach for the program.
Yeah, like it's like if you go on bodybuilding.com or like ChatGPT or whatever and you're like, build me this program,
Yeah.
and you have no knowledge, let's say you're an intermediate lifter, and you just go with this program, yeah, you're probably gonna make some gains, but maybe a bit more guidance would be needed.
I think coaching.
Kind of like tailor that one-on-one aspect a little better, like kind of narrow in on your goal a little better. Anyways,
I agree. Let's add.
I did 4 of these, bro.
I'm good. Let's do Russian twist, maybe.
Oh, Russian twists.
Yeah.
What the hell are we? Russian?
European. Russian twist, and what else? Maybe another ab one.
So we're just doing abs today?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick
Yeah,
abs.
this is like me when I was 15. I was just doing abs all day.
I haven't done a just ab workout in probably like 10 years.
Okay.
Russian twist and something else for abs.
With weight, obviously.
Yeah.
With medium.
Yeah, I thought I grabbed the medium. Russian
Like
twist
toe touches?
and sure.
Or we could do rollouts.
Do we have the ab roller? Oh yeah, we do.
There's 3 of them. There should be.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, get the next topic. I'll look for.
Nice. Agree or disagree?
Agree. I'm kidding.
Balance is overrated.
Balance like proprioception or balance like lifestyle balance?
Lifestyle balance.
Is overrated?
Yeah.
Disagree.
100% disagree, bro.
Yeah, you need
that shit will
balance.
never be overrated because no one can really achieve it. You're always in search of that.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, and getting as close to a balance as you can is probably something worth striving for.
yeah, if you're not balancing, then geez.
At least that's what I think.
All right, you do the next one.
this
I'm gonna rip this in here.
Okay, I'll just watch you and talk to you
Sounds good.
and critique you as you're doing those mediocre ab rollouts.
It's because the ab roller is massive.
You can out-train a bad diet.
Absolutely not. Disagree.
Well, maybe if you're genetically superior and you're 18 years old.
Okay. Fair enough. That's
You
a
know?
good point. Yeah, but I think as a general rule,
No, I'm just fucking
disagree.
around. 100%.
Yeah.
Hundo P, bro. Burnout is self-inflicted.
Burnout is self-inflicted. We know nothing about burnout.
Burnout?
What's that?
I never heard of a burnout.
Is that French?
Hardly ever heard or knew of her.
Is self-inflicted? Probably agree. It's kind of, you have control over your
You
schedule.
do, but also, what if you got to do what you got to do to survive?
Then agree? Disagree? Or disagree, sorry.
I mean, it's totally self-inflicted. Everyone should know how to rest here and there, but sometimes you don't have the option, right? So I guess that's a double-edged sword. I don't think I used that analogy correctly.
When in Rome, you know?
When in Rome,
Okay.
do as the Romans do.
Whew. Went my heart rate up a little bit.
Doing abs?
Yes, I'm out of shape, obviously. Haven't done much cardio since High Rocks when I did High Rocks.
And that was when?
October. I was going to sign up for the Ottawa one today. I forgot about it. I went on the website, sold out again. But then I found one, added it to my cart.
It was for charity.
No, this was today. Charity was last time. First time I accidentally almost bought charity. This time I bought.
You know that would be easy for you to do, right? You just come to the studio and be like, yo, everyone, give me $5.
Yeah.
What is this charity for? It's
for me.
The Matthew charity.
Dude, I accidentally it was in my cart. I was about to check out. I almost bought Adaptive, which is like wheelchair and like, I didn't notice.
Imagine you come and everyone else is like, handicapped. in a
Yeah,
wheelchair.
exactly. And I'm
You're
just
like, all right, guys.
completely fine.
And then you finish with the top tie.
I have a mental handicap. Dude,
Holy, that's
yeah.
funny.
You just come first in the Adaptive, just absolutely destroy.
And then post about it on your socials.
Yeah.
Be like, came first in High Rocks Adapt.
World record, High Rocks broken. I'm not gonna put Adaptive. I'll just put world record broken. And then the second and third people are like on a wheelchair. Okay, that's bad. But anyway, I did not purchase it. Obviously, I saw that it was. As I was about to hit checkout, I saw Men's Open High Rocks Adaptive, and I'm like, Adaptive? What the fudge? Does that mean like ticket? It's flexible? And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh no. No. I cannot show up to this.
That would have been a quick waste of $200.
Yeah, so I just put myself on the waiting list, and I don't care. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'll go to another one.
Proud of you, bro. Proud of you.
I know. I was thinking about you today.
You're getting better.
I almost was just gonna wait until I got it. And I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. If a ticket opens up.
Screw the Ottawa one.
Yeah, I also don't really want to go to Ottawa.
Yes, like why would you drive 6 hours, be tired, probably not perform that good,
I got some good ones here. Sorry, cut you off. Back to the topic. Most people, there's two, I'm going to give you two in a row and let's see if you agree or disagree with both because they're kind of related. Most people overtrain is the first one and most people undereat is the second one. They're kind of hand in hand.
Huh.
Yeah, most people overtrain. I disagree with that.
No.
I don't think people train hard
It's
enough.
really hard to overtrain.
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
But
Unless you're David Goggins.
if you undereat and you don't sleep,
Then you'll
then
feel
it's
like you're
very
overtraining.
exact. That's what I'm saying. Those go hand in hand. Do most people undereat? Yes.
100%.
I agree. Yeah.
A lot of people overeat though.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird
I
one.
feel like it's women undereat, men overeat.
Men overeat, exactly. Yeah, women severely undereat.
Yeah. Men
Every
are
time
like,
I'll
they'll
do-
take like 3 cups of rice and be like, that's 200 calories.
let me just eyeball this real quick.
Yeah.
When I do meal plans for women, and then I'm like, all right, you're gonna start off at 1,800 calories, and they're like, 1,800? I'm gonna be a whale, and I'm like, what are you eating right now? Well, I had
5 almonds.
I had 5 almonds this morning. I had my Starbucks Frappamocha latte. Then I had a piece of cheese. And oh wait, I did have protein. I had a tablespoon of peanut butter. And I'm like, you've had 4 grams of protein today. Congratulations.
Literally.
And about 600 calories.
Literally.
And like, how? I'm so full.
I don't know how to get rid of this stubborn belly fat.
Yeah. So I think women, I agree, they do undereat for the most part, like at least from my experience with clients. Or maybe just don't have the right macro split, like they eat normally, but they just have no protein in their diet. And I think men overeat because we kind of just like, oh, I'm a guy, I have a high metabolism, I can just burn this off. I'll just stop drinking for a week and I'll lose 30 pounds. Which, I mean...
Done that.
Quit drinking for a year, you might lose like 30 pounds, but... yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that one.
All right, how about this one? Fitness isn't for everyone.
Disagree.
Huge disagree.
Everyone needs to move your body.
Well said, Matt. Well said.
Thank you.
That's all we got to say on that one. If you think you're not able to do fitness, there's
literally
there's some form of thing you
for
can
everybody. Literally walk. That's
Yeah, we literally just talked about the adaptive high rocks. People in wheelchairs doing high rocks.
Speaking of walking, if you're in the adaptive category, go do adaptive high rocks.
Yeah.
You can't walk.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so bad. But you know what I mean? Like, no matter your limitation, 99.9. I know I'm like straining on the floor. 99.9% of people, you should be able to incorporate fitness into your life.
If it's easy, it ain't working.
That's a weird one because something might start hard, become easier
easy.
because you become more adapted to it.
Yeah.
But it's still working. I mean, eventually you'll have to progress from it, but I think
what it's saying is like once something gets too easy and you keep doing it, maybe
it's not
you need to
working.
make it harder.
That I will agree on, yeah. But I don't think necessarily it depends on your definition of easy. Easy, like I could have done this for an hour.
Yeah.
Then yeah, obviously it's not going to work.
Like you could also lift something for a whole, let's stick with the hour, lift something super light for like hundreds of reps. You'll probably sweat and you'll get some form of work more in the conditioning and like, what's the word? Conditioning, kind of like conditioning.
5-letter word, conditioning. Kind of like conditioning.
Give it to me, come on.
Oh my God. Like conditioning, bro.
God damn it. Endurance.
Endurance, holy crap.
I got there. So like you would still be working on something, your endurance.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 letters, but it's okay.
I didn't say 5-letter.
I know I did.
What the hell? I was just like, it's kind of like conditioning, but different.
Discipline is a skill, not a trait. Agree. That's going to be an agree for me.
I don't know, bro. I came out the womb like that.
Huh? Yeah. I was born disciplined, dog.
God, I came out the womb. I'm like, who's going to carry the boats?
Who's going to carry the diapers? Yes, that's
My dad.
discipline is just
100%.
repetitions and time and kind of making yourself more resilient.
Yeah, we touched on that
Yeah.
in a prior quick pump.
Consistency is boring, and that's why it works. That's an agree, obviously. That's kind of a weird one. Hard to disagree with that.
Sounds like you made that one up.
I read that was the last one.
I mean,
Okay, ooh.
consistency doesn't have to be boring, but I understand how most people think it is.
Yeah, random workouts still work, are still effective. I can go both ways.
You could be consistently doing random workouts.
And it's better than not working out at all.
100%.
So it's still going to work.
Yeah.
But if you have a goal, then
I
I disagree because you can't really, if you want to improve your, bench, and you got to like train for that.
And you're just doing lap pull downs.
You're like, it's not working. Maybe you should try benching. Nah, that's stupid.
Nah, dude. Today we're doing toe ups.
Toe ups. That's, yeah. I think that's an either or. Agree and disagree. If you're someone who doesn't train.
You have to choose one.
Then
And with that was our third quick pumps, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Before I can answer that question. GG's.
See you in the next one.
Peace, guys. That was funny.